Well, hey there, CEOs. It's Kelly Peak. Welcome to the Early Childhood Business Made Easy podcast. I am so excited you're here. As you know, I love to help other early childhood businesses find more time, freedom, and profit. And I want you to think about right now, as we dive into today's episode, think back in your mind. Maybe it's 10 p.m., maybe it's a Wednesday night. Are you sitting on the couch? Are you scrolling through Instagram again, trying to figure out what to post tomorrow that might actually get someone to call about enrollment, whether that's a birthday party, a dance class, a preschool? You've been posting constantly for months. You've shared cute classroom photos, parent testimonials, even behind the scenes videos of your amazing birthday parties. But your phone, it isn't ringing. Your email, it's not blowing up. Your inquiry form sits empty. Your scheduler, not happening. And you're starting to wonder if social media marketing even works for early childhood businesses, or if you're just shouting into the void while your competitors somehow have wait lists. Now, if that scenario hits a little too close to home, I want you to take a breath. Take a deep breath. You are not alone in this, my friend. Every overwhelmed early childhood business CEO that I have worked with, they have spent hours creating content, posting on multiple platforms, and trying to show up constantly, just like the marketing gurus tell you to do. Many of them often see zero enrollment results with just this process alone. And here's the thing, especially about this struggle. It's not that the marketing is broken. It's that the marketing system is broken. You're working incredibly hard on tactics that were never designed to fill enrollment for ratio-dependent, child-focused businesses in the first place. Most marketing advice, well, it tells you to post more, be more authentic, create more reels, run more ads. But here's what I've learned in my over 25 years of operating preschools, childcare centers, play cafes, enrichment programs. That advice, well, it works great for e-commerce businesses selling products to strangers on the internet. But it completely falls apart when you're trying to attract local families who need to trust you with their most prized possessions in life before they'll even schedule a tour. Now, the early childhood businesses with full enrollment and wait lists, they aren't the ones posting 7 times a week on every platform. They're the ones who've built a strategic parent attraction system that moves families from, I'm just looking, to when can we start, without requiring you to be a full-time content creator. Marketing for early childhood businesses doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be time consuming or depend on all those algorithms you can't control. It's a system you build once, one that works continuously to attract the right families, nurture their interest, and convert them into enrolled families. Even while you're sleeping, maybe you teach in a classroom or actually spending time with your own family. When you implement the Marketing Made Easy enrollment flywheel, the one designed specifically for early childhood businesses, you're going to stop guessing what to post and start predictably filling your enrollment. And that's exactly what we're going to cover today. The 3 CEO strategies that turn your scattered marketing efforts into a streamlined parent attraction system that actually works. So number 1, we're going to talk about how to build that Marketing Made Easy enrollment flywheel. This is so you know exactly where families are in their decision journey and what marketing touchpoints move them forward. Number 2, we're going to talk about how to create your parent attraction system, one that brings qualified families to you instead of requiring you to chase them down on social media. And number 3, the nurture sequence. We're going to go over that, the one that converts interest into enrollment, all by answering the 5 questions every parent asks before they schedule a tour. So if you are ready to stop wasting hours on marketing that doesn't work and start building a system that predictably fills your enrollment, then you are in the right place, my friend. Marketing for early childhood business, it's not about posting more or being more visible. It's about building a strategic enrollment flywheel that moves families from awareness to enrollment without consuming your life. When you implement systems designed specifically for how parents actually make child-related decisions, you stop chasing families on social media and you start attracting qualified leads who are already there and wanting and waiting to say yes. Now, remember, you're not bad at marketing. You are just using those outdated strategies or maybe strategies designed for businesses that look nothing like yours. Most marketing advice comes from people selling online services or physical products. Businesses where a stranger can see one post, click a link, and buy immediately. But early childhood businesses, we operate very differently. Parents don't see a cute classroom photo on Instagram and instantly enroll their child. They need to know you're safe. They need to know you're trustworthy, you're qualified, and most importantly, that you're the right fit for their family. And that decision process can take weeks, sometimes months. Now, the reason your Instagram posts aren't converting isn't that they're not good enough. It's because you're trying to use a sales strategy designed for impulse purchases when you're actually selling one of the biggest trust decisions a parent will make all year, maybe in that child's lifetime. Confident early childhood operators understand this. So they stop trying to go viral and start building enrollment systems that match how parents actually make their decisions. Now, here's what the research shows about parent decision making. According to a study from the National Association for the Education of Young Children, NAEYC, 73% of parents, well, they research childcare options for at least 3 to 6 weeks before even scheduling a tour. And 89% will visit multiple provider websites before making one contact. But here's the critical insight for early childhood businesses. That same study found that parents make their final decision within 48 hours of an initial tour. They know, they follow their gut. Now, this data, it tells us something incredibly important. Parents aren't making snap decisions, but they're also not endlessly shopping around once they've engaged with you. There's a predictable journey from awareness to enrollment, and your marketing needs to align with that journey. Confident early childhood operators who understand this, they don't just post randomly hoping to get noticed. They build strategic touch points at every stage of that parent decision journey. From, I don't know you exist, all the way to when can I start? So that by the time a parent walks through your door for a tour, they may already be 80% convinced that you're the right choice. Now, there was an enrichment studio owner who joined us last year. She was completely burnt out from marketing. She was posting on Instagram daily, running Facebook ads sporadically, and spending at least 10 hours every week creating content. But enrollment, it was stuck at 60% capacity. And she couldn't figure out why families weren't reaching out to her. She was operating in pure content creator mode, believing that if she just showed up more consistently and posted better photos, enrollment would magically follow. But everything shifted when she stopped trying to post her way to full enrollment and started building a strategic marketing made easy enrollment flywheel. She implemented a simple parent attraction system that included a clear website inquiry path, a 5-email nurture sequence that answered parents' top questions, and just 3 social media posts per week that drove traffic to her inquiry form instead of trying to convert directly from Instagram. Now, the breakthrough came when she realized the limiting belief that was holding her back. The one that goes like this: I need to be everywhere all the time. She realized that wasn't true. She just needed to be strategic about the touch points that actually move families from interest to enrollment. So within 90 days, her inquiry volume increased, her tour to enrollment conversion rate jumped, and she filled her fall session to capacity with a wait list for the first time in 3 years. Her weekly marketing time, well, it dropped from 10 hours to just 90 minutes because she finally had a system that worked predictably rather than posting reactively and hoping for results. So today, she leads her enrichment studio as a confident early childhood operator, one who markets strategically instead of desperately. So my friends, let's talk about how she did this, starting with the first strategy that changed everything. And that is build your marketing made easy enrollment flywheel. When you operate without a marketing framework, you treat every family as being at the same stage in their decision journey. You post the same content to people who've never heard of you and people who've already toured your facility. You respond to inquiry forms with the same generic information, whether someone's casually browsing or urgently needs care the next month or a party in the next 2 weeks. But here's the problem. Families at different stages of their decision journey need completely different information. And when you treat everyone the same, you overwhelm people who aren't ready yet, and you underwhelm the people who are. Confident early childhood operators approach marketing differently. They build an enrollment flywheel that identifies exactly where families are in their journey and provides the right touch point at the right time to move them forward. This falls under Preschool Business Blueprint, our profit booster number 3, attraction and nurture marketing. And it's designed specifically for how parents actually make child-related decisions, not how online marketing gurus think buying decisions work. Here's what makes this different from traditional marketing advice. Most marketing advice will tell you to create a sales funnel and move people from awareness to purchase as fast as possible. Now, we talk about a sales funnel as well in Preschool Business Blueprint. And yes, awareness is definitely a phase. However, in early childhood businesses, that approach backfires if you focus on it in that specific way because parents need time. They need information. They need trust building before they're ready to make a decision. Your enrollment flywheel isn't about rushing families to say yes. It's about providing valuable touch points at each stage so when they are ready to decide, you're the obvious choice. So unlike a traditional sales funnel that's designed to convert strangers quickly, our enrollment flywheel recognizes that early childhood marketing is a relationship building process that requires patience, consistency, and strategic nurturing. So action step number 1, I want you to map your 5-stage parent journey. You can draw 5 columns and label them: unaware, aware, interested, evaluating, and deciding. Then for each stage, write down what parents are thinking and what information they need. So in the unaware stage, they don't even know you exist. So your marketing goal is visibility in the places your ideal families already spend time. In the awareness stage, they know you exist, but you don't know how much they know about you. So your goal is credibility through website content, social proof, and clear messaging. In the interested stage, they're actively researching. So your goal is education through blog content, FAQ pages, and email nurturing. And in the evaluating stage, they are comparing you to competitors. So your goal is differentiation through testimonials, your tours, and clear value communication. And then finally, in the deciding stage, that's when they're ready to commit. So your goal is removing friction with clear enrollment processes and responsive communication. Now, if you are a small provider, maybe you're home-based or you just have a few classrooms, this might mean recognizing that your unaware stage marketing happens primarily through local parent Facebook groups and community partnerships. While your deciding stage, that's probably happening through text message communication and quick response times. Now, if you're a larger business or a larger program, you might have a more complex journey that includes multiple website visits, email nurturing, facility tours, and follow-up conversations. The scale changes, but the principle stays the same. Parents moving through predictable stages and your marketing needs to meet them right where they are. Now, most early childhood owners and operators spend 80% of their marketing energy on that unaware and aware stage, posting constantly to get noticed, but they neglect the interested and evaluating, and often the deciding, believe it or not. That's where the enrollment actually happens. The families who are ready to enroll right now are stuck in your pipeline waiting for you to nurture them and provide that nurturing. But right now you're too busy trying to attract new families. So action step number 2, I want you to assign one marketing touch point to each stage. So you need to set aside about 20 to 30 minutes. This is your CEO strategy time, and identify one of your most important touch points that you need at each stage of your enrollment flywheel. Now, you don't need 20 different marketing tactics. That's not what we're talking about. You need one strategic touch point at each stage that moves families forward. So for unaware, that might be a Google business profile. Have you done your Google business profile yet? This shows up on local searches. This is a big one. We all know, especially with AI today, those searches are becoming more and more popular. Or how about a strategic partnership? Maybe with like your pediatrician in the neighborhood or an OBGYN or your local kid's dentist. Now for aware, this might be a clear, compelling website homepage. So again, your website doesn't answer the question, is this right for my family? Your website is your welcome mat. I always tell people it's the brochure to your business. So this is really designed for that aware stage. For your interested stage, this might be a downloadable guide, a email series that answers parents' top questions. Maybe you have a blog. a PDF, something about, for example, if you're a preschool, the top 10 things to look for in a great preschool, or if you're a Montessori or Reggio Emilio, something specific to that. Or if you're a birthday party, one of the best ones that the parent attraction tool that's worked for us is how to have your most memorable 2-year-old birthday party. Things like that, things that they can download that they're interested in that will let them find out a little bit more about you. And then we move into the evaluating stage. And this might be a video testimonial or a virtual tour. So again, really put them in the shoes of what it might be like if they were actually there. And then for deciding, this might be a simple online enrollment form or a clear next steps email after the tour. Give them exactly what to do so they know exactly where to go and how to enroll. Now, again, for a small program, your touch points might be very simple. A Facebook page for visibility, a one-page website for credibility, a welcome equals sequence for nurturing, and a text message communication for enrollment. And if you're a larger program, you might have a more sophisticated system, SEO optimized blog content, automated email sequences, scheduling software for those tours, and maybe a robust enrollment portal. Either way, the key is having one clear answer for how do I move families from this stage to the next. Now, don't try to build all 5 stages at once if you don't have them. Start with the stage where you're losing the most families right now. If a lot of people are finding you but not scheduling tours, focus on the interested stage. If people are touring but not enrolling, focus on the deciding stage. Fix the biggest leak in your pipeline first and then optimize the other stages. Now, once you've mapped out your 5-stage parent journey and you've identified your key touch points at each stage, you've created the framework that guides all your marketing decisions. Now, let's talk about how to make sure that the right families actually find you in the first place. And that's strategy number 2, create your parent attraction system. When you are stuck in marketing chaos, you believe that enrollment growth means posting more, being more visible, and constantly creating new content to stay top of mind. You're on Instagram, maybe Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest. You're trying to be everywhere all the time because you're afraid if you're not constantly showing up, families are going to forget about you or maybe they're not going to find you. But here is the truth. You're confusing visibility with effectiveness. You're burning yourself out trying to feed those algorithms that were never designed to help local service businesses fill enrollment. CEOs know that effective marketing isn't about being everywhere. It's about being strategic in the places where your ideal families are actually making decisions. And again, this is part of profit booster number 3 in that preschool business blueprint, attraction and nurture marketing. And unlike generic social media advice that treats all businesses the same, this strategy recognizes that early childhood businesses, well, we need hyper local visibility, trust building credibility, and referral generating systems, not viral content. Now, most marketing advice will tell you to build your social media following, create that engaging content, and grow your audience. But again, in our early childhood businesses, that advice misses the mark because you don't need a massive audience. You need the right local families to know you exist, to trust you, and bring their child to you. Now, for example, if a preschool with 50,000 Instagram followers, but they have no local visibility, they're going to still have empty spots. And if you're a childcare center, maybe you have 500 local connections and strong community partnerships, you're going to have a wait list. Now, the parent attraction system is about building strategic visibility in the places where parents are actually looking for child-related services, establishing credibility that makes you the obvious choice, and creating a referral system that turns your current families into your best marketers. So action step number 1, I want you to optimize your 3 core visibility channels. That's right. I want you to identify the 3 places where parents in your local area are most likely to discover early childhood options, specifically the ones you provide. Optimize your presence in those channels. So for most EC businesses, there are 3 channels. Google Business Profile, that's a big one, where parents search preschool near me, best birthday party, childcare in blank city, dance classes offered in blank city. Number 2, your website, specifically your homepage, where parents go to evaluate whether you're credible. And number 3, those local parent communities. Now that could be Facebook groups, neighborhood apps, or partnerships with like pediatricians, dentists, libraries, etc. And instead of spreading yourself thin across 7 platforms, focus on being excellent in 3 places. You decide. Now, again, if you're a small, maybe you're a home-based provider, you might think about claiming and optimizing your Google business profile with updated hours, some great photos, do some regular posting, and create a simple one-page website using maybe Squarespace. You can also use Wix. Something that clearly states who you serve. We use Squarespace. I will tell you, Squarespace is my website builder of choice because it is the simplest and easy to navigate. Now, what makes you different? How can they contact you? And you want to build those relationships with 2 or 3 local businesses that serve your ideal families. Again, pediatric offices, maternity stores, dentists, family photographers. Think of things that your parents' services are already going out there and wanting. Now, if you're a larger program, you might invest in a more robust website with SEO optimized content, maybe some paid Google ads to show up first in local searches, or a more formalized partnership program with maybe some bigger employers in your community. Most CEOs think their website needs to be perfect before they can market effectively. I really want to talk to you about this. So many spend months tinkering with design while families are enrolling elsewhere. And the truth is, your website needs to answer 5 questions clearly. Who are you? Who do you serve? What makes you different? What does it cost? And how do I get started? If those questions can be answered in under 30 seconds, that's great. So I want you to have it look good, but it needs to be functional. It can be beautiful later. So again, really get it out there. You definitely want to make it beautiful at some point, but for right now, just make it functional if you don't have one. But then, yes, I always say that website is your welcome mat. It is one of the first things. So if you don't care for your website, people are going to wonder how you care about their child. So you need to get it out there and then focus on making it beautiful. Action step number 2, build your referral request system. So this is a simple referral system that turns your current families into your most powerful marketing channel, because the best marketing for early childhood businesses is word of mouth. That is so true. And it's from the families who already trust you. And most owners and operators wait passively for referrals instead of strategically requesting them. So create a referral request process that makes it easy and rewarding for current families to spread the word. This might be as simple as a quarterly email that says, "We have spots open for our fall session. Could you please share with your friends and family? Do you know anyone looking for a great birthday party or a new preschool classroom or a dance class? We'd love an introduction. Here's a link they can use to schedule a tour." Or it might be a structured referral incentive program for current families to receive a tuition credit when someone they refer enrolls. So your referral program might be an annual Bring a Friend event where current families invite neighbors into a casual open house. Or you might create a formal ambassador program where your biggest advocates receive recognition, exclusive perks, maybe tuition discounts for referrals. Either way, the key is making referrals a proactive system, not a hopeful accident. Ask for referrals at strategic moments, after a successful parent-teacher conference, when a family renews for another year, or when you received positive feedback. The key here is don't wait until you have openings to ask for referrals. Build your wait list year-round by constantly asking your happiest families to share their experience. The best time to fill your fall enrollment is in the winter when families are planning ahead, not in August when you're desperate. And I want to say something here. For those of you who are telling me you're nervous about asking families for referrals, I need to ask you why. If you have a fabulous program, one that you want to share with all the families in your community, why would they not want to refer you? They want to help and support your business. How many local businesses do you love helping and supporting? Everyone wants to help and support each other. So give them the opportunity. If you don't share this with them, you're not giving them the opportunity to help. Now, this is just the foundation. In the Preschool Business Blueprint Module 3, we dive deeper into advanced parent attraction strategies, including SEO content marketing, strategic partnerships, and community visibility systems. But these 2 are core strategies that will immediately shift you from scattered marketing to strategic attraction. Okay, now that you've built visibility in the right channels and created a referral system, let's talk about what happens when interested families actually find you, because this is where most EC CEOs lose the enrollment opportunity. And that is strategy number 3, the nurture sequence that converts interest into enrollment. Now, when you're operating without a nurture system, you treat every inquiry the same way. Someone fills out your contact form, maybe they call your business or send you a basic email, and then you send them some basic information or schedule a tour, and then you wait, hoping they follow up, hoping they show up, hoping they enroll. But interested families, they are reaching out to 3, 4, sometimes 5 different providers at the same time. And the one who nurtures that interest most effectively, that's going to be the one who gets the enrollment. Most early childhood businesses, they lose qualified families, not because their program isn't good enough, but because they don't have a strategic follow-up system that keeps them top of mind during the decision process. Confident early childhood operators, they approach this completely different. They build a nurture sequence that answers the 5 questions every parent asks before scheduling a tour, positions their program as the obvious choice, and moves families from "I'm just looking" to "when can we start?" through consistent, valuable touch points. Now, here's why traditional follow-up advice fails for early childhood businesses. Most of it will tell you to follow up quickly, be persistent, and close the deal. But that aggressive approach backfires when you're asking parents to trust you with their most prized possessions in life, their kiddos. Parents don't want to feel sold to. They want to feel informed. They want to feel understood and confident that you're the right fit. And unlike businesses where the sales cycle is a few days, early child enrollment can take weeks or even months from the first inquiry to the start date. Your nurture sequence needs to provide value throughout that entire decision journey without coming across as pushy or desperate. So step number 1, I want you to create your 5-question email sequence. Identify 5 questions every parent asks before they schedule a tour with you, and create a 5 email sequence that answers 1 question per email. These questions typically include: are you even taking on new families right now? What ages or programs do you offer? What makes you different from other programs? Can I afford this? What do other families say about you? Each email should be short, just a couple paragraphs, maybe 3 at the most. Focus on answering 1 question clearly and ending with a simple call to action like, ready to see our space in person? Would you like to schedule a tour? Click here and link it to your scheduling software. Now, if you're a smaller program, you might manually send these emails one by one over the course of a week when someone expresses interest. If you're a larger program with more inquiry volume, you might set up an automated email sequence. You can use tools like Kit, Constant Contact, MailChimp. Maybe your enrollment software has a built-in automation. Either way, the goal is the same. Instead of sending one generic, "here's our brochure" email and then going silent, you're providing consistent value that keeps you top of mind and builds trust through their decision process. Now, the most effective nurture emails, they don't read like sales pitches. They read like helpful information from someone who understands what parents are worried about. So be careful if you're using ChatGPT or any of those AI sources. Use language like, "one question we hear a lot from our families considering our program is," or something like, "here's what other parents have told us that matters to them when choosing a program." You're positioning yourself as a guide, not a salesperson. Action step number 2, I want you to build your tour follow-up protocol. So this is what happens after a family tours your facility. This is the highest leverage moment in your entire enrollment process. They've seen your space, they've seen your program, they've met your team, they've experienced your environment. Now they're comparing you to other options and making their final decision. Your follow-up needs to be quick, personal, and designed to address any remaining hesitations. Within 24 hours of a tour, send a personalized thank you email that references something specific from their visit. Maybe their child loved the art area, or they mentioned needing care that starts in August, or their child needs a gluten-free snack process in your birthday party system. Include answers to any questions they asked during the tour. Attach your family handbook, a program overview, something that gives them an idea of what you have to offer, and provide a clear next step. If you're ready to reserve your spot, here's the link to complete enrollment. Here's a link to book your birthday party, whatever that might be. Now, for a smaller program, it might be a simple text message or personal email sent on the same evening as the tour. In larger businesses, you might have a templated email that your enrollment coordinator personalizes and sends within 24 hours, followed by a phone call 2 to 3 days later if they haven't already enrolled yet. Now, the key is speed and personalization. Families who tour on Monday and don't hear from you until Friday, they probably have already enrolled somewhere else. And don't assume that silence means they're not interested. Most families need 3 to 5 touch points after a tour before they make their final decision. One follow-up email, it's not going to be enough. So create a 14-day follow-up sequence that includes immediate thank you email, 48-hour check-in, 1 week any questions touch point, spots are filling up fast. Be helpful and responsive, not pushy. Now, in our Preschool Business Blueprint Module 3, we walk you through the complete nurture sequence framework, including email templates, text messaging scripts, conversion tracking systems. But this 5-question email sequence, if you just do this and the tour follow-up protocol, this is going to immediately increase your inquiry to enrollment conversion rate because you're finally giving interested families the information to support what they need. This is giving them the opportunity to say yes with confidence. So let's recap what we just covered. That was a lot. You built your Marketing Made Easy enrollment flywheel so you understand exactly where families are in their decision journey and what touch points move them forward at each stage. You've created a parent attraction system by optimizing your 3 core visibility channels and building a referral system that turns current families into your best marketers. And you design your nurture sequence that answers the 5 questions every parent asks and follows up strategically after tours. You want to convert that interest into enrollment, and now you have the system to do it. This is what it means to lead as a confident early childhood operator, a CEO, instead of spending hours posting on social media and hoping someone calls. And this is exactly how you stop wasting time on marketing that doesn't work and start building a predictable enrollment system that fills your spots without consuming your life. Now, I want to just take this minute and introduce something new. This is our manifestation minute. I want you to close your eyes. We're just going to take a minute. We're going to manifest this. Imagine this. 3 months from now, you're sitting at your desk on a Tuesday afternoon and you realize your fall session is full with a wait list of 6 families. You didn't hustle for that result. You didn't post 7 times a week on Instagram or run yourself ragged to try to be everywhere all the time. You built a strategic parent attraction system that works continuously in the background, bringing qualified families to you, nurturing their interest with valuable content, and converting them into enrolled families through clear, helpful follow-up. Your phone is ringing with tour requests. Your inquiry form is converting at over 60%, and you're spending just 90 minutes a week on marketing instead of 10 plus hours creating content that doesn't fill spots. That's what's possible for you when you implement the Marketing Made Easy enrollment flywheel designed specifically for early childhood businesses. Now, this manifestation minute, this is not just wishful thinking. It's what confident early childhood operators who've professionalized their marketing systems do every single day. Okay, now here are 3 action steps you can take this week to start this transformation. First, get some time on your calendar. Map your 5-stage parent journey using strategy number 1. Write down what parents are thinking at each stage and identify the biggest gap in your current marketing. This is your roadmap for where to focus your energy first. Second, download the Marketing Made Easy Enrollment Flywheel visual guide that's accompanying today's episode. This 1-page tool will show you exactly how the 5 stages work together and gives you a clear framework for building your complete parent attraction system. You can grab it at kellypeak.com where you find information about this podcast, episode 164. And third, write the first email in your 5-email nurture sequence. Just 1 email. Pick the most common question parents ask you and answer it clearly in 2 to 4 paragraphs. Then set a reminder to write 1 email per day this week until you have all 5. And my friend, by next Monday, you will have a complete nurture sequence you can start using immediately. This, again, is one of those things when you invest just a little bit of time now, it is going to be a huge payoff in the weeks and months to come. Now, if you missed our January Jumpstart Week, don't worry. Our Shine membership gives you access to the complete Preschool Business Blueprint course, including Module 3, where we dive deep into the entire Marketing Made Easy enrollment flywheel and the parent attraction system. We have templates and done-for-you email sequences, all that you can customize for your own business. You also get a monthly live coaching where you can ask specific marketing questions and get real-time feedback. And if you're interested in this, go find it at kellypeak.com and find out about our Shine membership and CEO mentorship programs. Now, if today's episode gave you a little more clarity on how to stop wasting time on those scattered marketing tactics and start building a strategic enrollment system, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. You started, my friend, your early childhood business, or you got into leading an early childhood business because you wanted to make a difference in the lives of kiddos and families. And you can absolutely build a full, thriving program without becoming a full-time content creator or social media manager in the process. Marketing doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. And when you have the right system, it won't be. You will be able to lead as the CEO you are. You've got this, and I can't wait to see you next week.